Thanksgiving to everybody. You know, uh, our guys were on it. They were on it. They were on it in preparation, one-day turnaround. I mean, obviously, from a talent standpoint, you know, our team overall is more talented. But you know, our guys played the right way. They prepared the right way. I thought yesterday was really good. They were locked in. You know, we've played several games in a short amount of time. Got a bunch of guys with nicks and bruises and banged up and a lot of stuff going on. And, you know, we treated this game like our Super Bowl because that's what we do for every single game. And even when the lead got expanded, our guys continued to, I thought, you know, hit all of our metrics and all of our goals in terms of the effort things we do, run the floor, crashing the offensive glass. They guard it right down there till the end, shared the ball. We had a bunch of assists. Guys were giving up good shots for great shots. Everything I could have asked for them in preparation yesterday, and then, you know, attacking everything today. I was really proud of them.
Coach, I don't know if it was every segment, but it seemed like you guys extended the lead every segment. Every time we went to a media timeout, the lead was larger than it was the previous segment. Just in terms of the focus, and I don't know if you want to call it buy-in of the team to make sure that there's no game slippage, like how special is that?
Yeah, that's a mark of a mature team, which we have. They kept saying, you know, we always preach process. They're saying process, and then they're saying 0-0, 0-0. So regardless of what the score was, it was 0-0. And then at the end of that 4-minute segment, when they came over to the bench at the next media, they all wanted to know what the score of that 4-minute segment was, and then we clear it at 0-0 again. You know, you just want to come out of those games feeling like you got better, because you can come out of a game like that when you win by a lot. You're not on your, you don't have excellence in your defensive system, offensive system, and then you feel like, man, we just got through that game and we didn't get any better. But those guys took care of business, and I was proud of them.
Coach, you kind of mentioned the Knicks and Nannies and playing in a bunch of games in these past couple weeks. Just how key you guys have a week off onto your next game. How key is this week to get rest, get revitalized?
No, I think that's important because, you know, the Cincinnati game was very physical. The Eastern Michigan game was very physical. That's a strong physical team. And then, as I mentioned, like every team in the country does, it'll be nice to, you know, they'll be off tomorrow. And then, you know, that next day we'll just see where everybody's at. I mean, we'll get together, we'll watch film, we'll put this game to bed. We'll do some stuff with them on the floor. They'll have like some individual skill workouts and stuff, but it's really a good chance for our guys to kind of clear their minds, reset a little bit, and then we'll get back together in the weekend and start getting ready for a really, really dangerous and talented and well-coached Arkansas team.
Pat, by my count, somebody started calling for the walk-ons to come in with 10-18 to go in the second half. They were just really screaming for you to put someone in. I'm wondering if you ever hear those people during the games, and did you ever put much thought into maybe bringing the starters out earlier, because you guys have an off stretch here, and then you have some big games coming up.
I don't hear anything on the sideline. I don't. So, I mean, it was about this game. It was about being present in that next possession, being great in that next 4-minute segment. So, I just coach every game like it's the most important one I've ever coached in, and that was my mentality, and it always will be.
Pat, plus 38 in rebounds, and obviously you were expected to out-rebound them. But when you look at it, I think 8 guys had 5 or more. How important is it for everybody to rebound as you move forward?
Yeah. The great Don Meyer, who's a legendary coach in coaching circles, but he coached at a lower level, D2 for most of his career, passed away several years ago, but he's like a coaching god. And he used to say, it's not what you teach, it's what you emphasize. And it's hard to emphasize too many things because then you're average at a lot of things. But one of the things, Jody, that we emphasize, there's a small group of them that, when I say we emphasize them, I mean it's you shine a light on it daily, every single day. When our guys walk in to the film session, you know, we call it Front Street. They get put on Front Street and they see their rebounding grade, you know, and they're graded on every single opportunity to pursue the ball. Obviously on the defensive end, to hit and block out and pursue the ball. So, you know, we're usually a really good rebounding team. It's because, you know, we got tough guys, we recruit tough guys, but we put a major emphasis on it. You have to, because it's such an important key part of the game. And this next game we're going into, you know, it's gonna be a war. You know, so we're gonna have to fight on the glass on both ends.
Pat, kind of talking on that topic, during your introductory press conference, you had talked about John Calipari. At that time, he was still at UK. Obviously, we didn't get to see you guys go head-to-head when he was over there, but now we do this time around. Talk about, obviously, the respect you have for him and ultimately being able to go up against him now this next week.
Yeah, I have a ton of respect for Coach Cal. I know I'm allowed to talk nice about him now because he's no longer at the school down the street. But, I mean, I'm still a nobody, but, you know, when I was coming up in the profession and became a head coach, he's just one of them guys that's not too cool. He's always very gracious. Talk to you when he's your assistant coach, you know, and he's got to know him over the years. We have a close mutual friend, and he's just been really good, really nice to me. So, yeah, he's a legend. He's a Hall of Famer. I don't know is he in the Hall of Fame? He should be. Yeah, he is. I mean, I know he's gonna. If he wasn't, he's gonna be a first ballot or whatever. But he's one of the great college coaches of all time. So, I have a lot of respect for him. I have a lot of respect for his program. It's gonna be a great game. It's gonna be a high-profile game. It's gonna be under really, really big, bright lights. We're excited about the opportunity.
Going off that question, you also mentioned Kenny Payne during your opening presser, and you spoke about him being a welcome here. I'm just wondering, have you spoke with him at all since you've taken over the job?
On the road, I see him. Yeah, I mean, coaching fraternity is really, really tight, close. We're all at the same events, see each other all the time. Very classy guy, and was very gracious, and yeah, and I meant it. I mean, he's a national champion, so I shouldn't have to welcome him back. He's a former Louisville Cardinal, so I should ask those guys if I'm allowed to be here.
Pat, what do you do? I guess first of all, basketball wise, do you where's the off day? Kind of is it tomorrow? And kind of what do you do for Thanksgiving with the guys?
Yeah, so geez, we'll have everybody at the house. Lisa's crushing it like she always does, and she's got all her favorite. We have the team over a lot. The team comes over and we have big meals, and she has her go-to hors d'oeuvres that the guys love and that she always makes, and then her go-to desserts that she always makes. That this guy loves this one and this one. Josh Davenport, who played for us at Winthrop, and I haven't seen him in years, and he just came in. He goes, "I'm coming to Thanksgiving tomorrow," and he must have told Lisa that. And I'm like, "Yeah, she's making my strawberry trifle." So they all have their favorites, and the guys are all coming over. Some of them that have people in town, like Zeus families in from Greece. They've never experienced American Thanksgiving before, so they're coming over. Obviously, all the staff, all of their families, all of our managers, all of our GAs, all the players. So it's going to be a boatload of people, and we're excited. It's what this season, the season is all about, giving thanks. I know one thing, this guy sitting here, this ugly short guy with weird glasses and no hair, I'm really, really thankful to coach this team because they're special, and I'm thankful, obviously, to be the head coach here at Louisville and be a member of this awesome community.
Coach, just I know with the short turnaround, Kasean did not play tonight, going through the protocol. How's he doing? Do you anticipate him being back here soon?
I mean, seems like he's doing well and recovering well. I don't have an update on where he's at right now, so we're hoping soon.
Coach, just got to ask, we were talking about it earlier, turkey or ham? You just gotta get your opinion on it. Which one do you go for? Which one's your favorite?
No
Turkey,
brainer.
no question?
Turkey. Do you guys call it stuffing or dressing? Dressing? Yeah, it's like one of those. It's one of those. I shouldn't do that.